Hi everybody, it's Mr. Seaman with session 5 of JA Our Region for the 4th grade. If you're an entrepreneur and you're from a small region, sometimes you think small. What if you wanted to think big and you wanted to deal with customers or other entrepreneurs from bigger cities, countries, or anywhere around the world? Could you do it? Global events can affect businesses in a region. The news we hear on TV or read about on the internet, it can affect what we can eat at the breakfast table or what you find on the shelf at a store if you go to buy something that you need or something you want. Some of that has to do with something called a supplier. A supplier is someone whose business is to supply a service or a good to other businesses. Maybe the supplier is a farmer who provides the wheat that a cereal company turns into breakfast cereal. The process of getting things from a supplier to the manufacturer, to the entrepreneur, is called the supply chain. That's the system of changing resources into goods or services and finally getting them to the buyer, the person who purchases the good or the service because it's something they need or they want. So a supplier often has to gather raw materials. Another supplier makes equipment. Another supplier transports all these items. Another supplier might manufacture everything. And then another supplier distributes all the things that have been made. And maybe another supplier does the sales. And finally, you purchase the thing that you need or that you want. There's a term about all these different groups working together, and it's called interdependence. Let me show you a picture of what interdependence is about. In the middle, we have local businesses. Local businesses that work together to create a region's economy. Those businesses in that area is surrounded by regional businesses that work together to create the economy of our nation. And then we have the global economy. Countries and companies from around the world that all do business with each other, and we are interdependent on because individuals or groups all depend on each other. Let me give you an example. A computer. It's possible that a computer keyboard could be made in the United States. A screen could be made in South Korea. Speakers in Germany. A hard drive manufactured in Mexico. A mouse in Japan. A printer in Brazil. All the other parts could be made in China. Every one of those countries and all those businesses are interdependent on all those other companies. When it all comes together, you can purchase a computer at your local store or business. When it doesn't come together, there can be delays, like we talked about. Weather is always a problem. Many of these things from other countries have to be shipped here, sometimes on boats, sometimes by plane. And then once they're in this country, trucks, trains, planes, used to move them to where your customer, the consumer who comes into your business to buy your goods or buy your services where you are. So we are all interdependent. It is a global economy, even for people who are entrepreneurs right here in our own town. And now that we've talked about that, we've come to the end of 4th grade Junior Achievement Our Region. We hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll see you down the road in another Junior Achievement class. Until then, I want you to do 2 things for me. I want you to keep learning. Someday, many of you are going to be entrepreneurs. Well, the more you learn about what you would like to be an entrepreneur in, the more successful you'll be. The second thing is I want you to practice kindness. Be kind to everyone. Your classmates, your family, your neighbors, your friends, total strangers. The world's a nicer place when everybody is kind. We'll see you later.